year is 1920. The place is New York City, specifically the Varscona Theatre, Manhattan's most sparkling vaudeville home, and only half burned down. Welcome to our world of vaudevillians, singers, actors, dancers, jugglers, and above all, dreamers, pursuing the glitter and acclaim of career on the stage, or just off stage, or up in the office wondering who's going to pay to clean up that horrific mess on the stage. There's love, so much love and kissing, and as luck would have it, werewolves. Prepare to thrill and swoon at the adventures of our plucky performers, and vibrant vaudevillians, and fantastic fan dancers, and lovesick lycanthropes. Gasp in amazement as some of them succeed gloriously, some fail fantastically, and sadly, some of them may just DieNasty! Let's meet our characters, shall we? We shall. He's the Varscona Theatre's accountant. Much more than a numbers cruncher. He is so deeply in love, he just ate ice cream to turn him into a werewolf for 24 hours. He is Jesse Gervais as Lou Costello.
I've wasted my day as a wolf. I should have been running through the hills, running for my life. But instead I licked myself all day.
It's true, if you weren't watching last week, he just went to town on his undercarriage. Lou and his true love did do some running yesterday. She's the toast of Paris, the queen of burlesque. Delia Barnett is Daisy Darling.
Never in my wildest dreams, when I dreamed about what my ideal man would be, is that he would become a werewolf for me. But it was wonderful.
We'll see how it all pans out. She got married, like, 2 weeks ago. Since then, she's fallen in love. She fell in love again. She made out with somebody. She started a romantic relationship, and she made out with someone. She has a lot of love in her life. She must be a stage manager. Christy Hansen is Bobby Smarts.
My life is complicated. My relationship status is complicated. And my love for Keaton Abbott is unprecedented. For him I say, "Ah!"
That's Bobby Smarts talking about the love of her life. Now let's talk about her current husband. He's having a run of terrible luck and stabbings. Former wing walker, now matinee idol, Tom Edwards is Rip Van Winkle.
There's werewolves everywhere. They're out to get us all. I know it. And I'm not one of them yet. I haven't got any silver bullets. I got some silver spoons, though. Maybe I can spoon with them.
That's the most evil cackling I've ever heard while talking about spooning. Let's meet Daisy's friend, former showbiz partner, the singer, dancer, actor, Stephanie Wolf is Juniper Jones.
Everybody's acting so strange. I mean, everybody's walking so far apart from each other. I hear all these coyotes constantly outside my living room window. What's going on?
If you're looking for some 1920 zip zap zoom, your search is over. Here's the lovable fast-talking scamp and part-time arsonist. Shannon Blanchett is Ludi Scampsingus.
They say there ain't nothing worse than being an unpaid child laborer in the theater in the 1920s. And to that I say, well, just see how you feel when everybody you love is at each other's throats, quite literally. It's about time we have a talk and settle this once and for all.
Note to self, make that that happen? He's an impresario, radio star, glamour puss, and millionaire. He's 30% talent, 90% confidence, 40% no math skills. Matt Alden is Jack Potts.
I woke up in the forest this morning with the taste of blood in my mouth and bits of hair, and I fear that I may have become one of the many werewolves. But don't worry, I'm intelligent. I will go home and I will inject myself with household cleaning products.
Topical humor. If you like a man in a tight onesie with a gigantic mustache, how about Vince Forcier as Barnaby Toughbottom?
I'm not just a strong man, you know. I also juggle a little bit, and lately I've been bodyguarding, guarding people's bodies. But I'm also a lover. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm also a lover.
Also a Lover is the name of his one-man show. Here's the glamorous movie star who's been slumming it on vaudeville and lately running for her life. Belinda Cornish is Geraldine Farrar.
So, I have always been pretty central to any group I've been a part of. When I was in Los Angeles and as a singer, as a film star, I've always felt very much at the center of the party, at the hub of the action, the first to know what's going on. But right now, it seems that everybody is a werewolf, and I'm not, which is fine. That's fine. That's fine. Everyone can do their own thing. Just feeling a little late to the party here. So if anyone would like to tell me what is going on.
Hopefully there'll be some answers in the next 30 to 45 minutes. And let's meet the man who's desperately trying to hold it together in terms of his theater and his heart and his physical safety. Jason Hardwick is theater manager Keaton Abbott.
So as the old saying goes, when the going get tough, the tough get going. My goings got tough, so I got in a relationship with a married woman, and then I became a werewolf, and then I realized that's not what I wanted, so I decided to leave town. And as I was leaving town, I realized nobody's listening to me. I feel like I'm speaking, but people can't hear me. And I gotta change that. I own a theater. I own a theater.
It's true, he owns a theater and a theater. I hope one of those things pans out. To start today's episode called Dances with Werewolves. Pretty good. The sun rises over Central Park after a night of carnage and mayhem and confusion and running. Who's in the kiddie playground but Daisy Darling, who is a werewolf, and Lou Costello, who ate that werewolf ice cream that lasts 24 hours, 23 hours and 59 minutes ago. They sit on the teeter-totters, trying to figure out what to do next.
Squirrel? Squirrel? Squirrel, what do we do? There's so many things. Daisy, I feel like I can smell everything.
Oh, it's so great. So many of your senses are just so heightened. You can smell things from miles and miles away.
I smell
amazing.
all the ingredients of the stew. I don't smell just stew anymore. I smell carrots and celery and beef stock. I smell you. I smell all your emotions. I smell your breath. You've been really chowing down on that garbage again, haven't you?
Oh, I just can't help myself. It just has so many smells. It's like a smorgasbord.
What is that? That's a combination of ricotta cheese and a diaper. And what else did you eat in there? You're a savage.
Oh, the leftover French fries and and a band-aid.
Hold on. Just excuse me. I had to give myself a lick there.
Oh.
I can't resist. I've discovered something new I don't think I can ever go back from, but I can feel myself changing back into a human.
No.
I'll be chasing the dragon, or chasing the doggy, or whatever it is.
Lou, no.
Things will never be the same. Daisy.
Lou.
Daisy.
Lou, no. Lou.
For those of you who noticed an adorable squirrel in one of the frames, we're now going to have 30 seconds of squirrel thoughts. Here's what that squirrel was thinking for 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, squirrel thoughts.
Wow. I seem to have been noticed by those two werewolves over there on the teeter-totter. I'll just act normal and keep to myself. And hopefully I won't upstage anything.
This has been Squirrel Thoughts. Hands up who thought the squirrel would have a cuter voice. Many people did. Meanwhile, Geraldine Farrar narrowly escaped a werewolf attack last night. She freaked out. She's trying to warn people, trying to come up with a plan of action. She visits the strongest man she knows, Barney Toughbottom.
Werewolves! Werewolves! Werewolves!
Yes. Sorry, I was just finishing my 100th push-up from my 100th rep.
I don't care. I don't care. This is not the time to prove your bicep strength or whatever the hell that does. There are werewolves, Barnaby. There are werewolves. Make yourself useful.
Yes.
Do something about it.
Well, I suppose I could go hunting. I could go werewolf hunting like a badass, grow a full beard and start wearing a coonskin hat. I could walk around with a shotgun and wear all leather, jump from building to building and change my name to something cooler.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how long is that gonna take?
A few weeks, I think, for preparation.
Okay, that's not gonna work for me. I mean, I really appreciate your inspiration and your ideas, but there are werewolves. Barnaby, werewolves, and they are increasing in number by the day. They are infecting people across the city with their licking and their biting and their licking.
Well, I think if we forego my whole plan, we just have to figure out where the werewolves will be. Now, I did receive a pamphlet today that said to go howl at the moon at 8 p.m. every night. So I think if we just go outside at 8 p.m.
Okay, I'm sorry. These werewolves are printing pamphlets now.
Yes, and delivering them to everyone.
They're organized enough to print pamphlets. I mean, what next? Are they going to be putting on a show, a production of Chorus Line? I know that's really.
I 100% hope they do that.
Oh, for God's sake! That would be ridiculous. That would be so absurd. I mean, can they get into? I don't even know what I'm asking now. This is appalling. Okay, fine. Let's go to where they're howling at the moon at 8 p.m. and then we do what? What do we do, Barnaby?
Well,
we just go howl, pretend we're one of them.
Well, that's a pretty good idea. I was thinking.
Or are you just agreeing with me to try and calm me down?
Yes.
Wait, to which? Yes, to which thing?
Of course, you're absolutely right.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm leaving. I'm going to go talk to somebody else.
And I will just follow you.
So the anti-werewolf plans, not exactly storming along, I wouldn't say. Juniper Jones was away last week, so she has a lot of questions for her old friend, the sad and confused Keaton Abbott.
Keaton! Oh, Keaton, everything is upside down right now, and I'm wondering what's your take on it all. I got some ideas, but I want to know how you're doing.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing okay. Things have been pretty rough here lately, Juniper. But I want you to know that I've got everything under control. I don't know if you know, there's There's been a lot of werewolves running around.
Oh my God. You know what? I knew it. I knew it. And I think that maybe my household was ground zero. Maybe I'm responsible for all of this. Oh, you know, Stephen, right? I mean, he's from a long line of fictitious, I thought, werewolves, but apparently it's spread. Listen, I want to say something to you. I want to apologize for all of the past, all of the things that has gone wrong between us since September or October or whenever this all started. I really do. And I want us to go into partnership again. And I want us to produce a show. I think if we get all these werewolves together, we can do a show called Wolf, where everybody dresses up in like unitards with little whiskers and makeup that makes them look like wolves, and they can sing poetry about wolves and scamper all over the stage, and they can, like, perhaps maybe that way they can get it out of their system with the magic of theater.
Juniper, that's all I've ever wanted is to be in business with you again. I've chased you across from here all the way to Hoboken. And that was a long trip. I got tired. I had 3 pretzels. And I did it to keep up my energy to get to you. Because all I've ever wanted was to work with you again. And Wolf? Are you kidding me? That is the best idea I have ever heard.
Oh, Keaton, let's shake on it.
Fun fact, 6 months later, T.S. Eliot would see an off-Broadway production of Wolf and think, I should do that, but with cats. Here's something that's unrelated to werewolves. Jack Potts is working on a new act for the future show at the Future Theatre. He's trying to think of the most fun thing he can think of. Helping him is his new assistant, Pluty Scampzingus.
All right, Pluty, are you taking note?
I have been taking copious notes, like C sharp, B flat, and B flat concert, which if you're playing an alto saxophone is a G.
Whoa, you know way more about music than I thought. I don't want to get sidetracked, though. Read back the notes so far of all the good ideas I've had.
Well, good idea number 1 was stop stabbing people.
Right.
Good.
It doesn't get us anywhere.
Good idea number 2 was a Broadway musical featuring animals of some sort.
Oh, that's right. And then recently, I had become a werewolf, so I thought, what if it was a bunch of werewolves doing a chorus line? I would really like to see that. I mean, it's crazy, but let's go to number idea 3. Number 3 of the ideas. Idea number 3.
Number 3 of the ideas was to get all of us werewolves together. Now, I wrote that down while you were talking about something else, but it seems like a pretty good idea to me. What do you
That is a
think,
good
Jack
idea.
Potts?
And you put it on the list of Jack's ideas, so I can claim it as my own. Excellent.
Well, you are a really smart guy and certainly don't need anyone to plant ideas in your head so that you think they're yours so that you go ahead and do them.
Can I be perfectly honest? That's
Absolutely.
exactly what I need, all the time. But I just can't know I need it. This is one of those rare moments of clarity when I'm telling you to do exactly that.
I'm not sure I understand the way you said it. Maybe you could say it in a song?
I'd love to. And I think it goes a little something like this. Sometimes you feel confident, but there's nothing holding you up. Sometimes you need to feel good, but you don't have lots of thought stuff. Sometimes you need someone like you who's real good with the brain. And then I can go out and be the sunshine, and you can be the idea rain. Yeah, I'm not that smart, but you, me, look at it. You come up with good ideas, and then you cook it. You're smarter than me. I don't do things like get to a chorus, which always brings me to the awkward end of this song. You're my friend.
That was exactly everything that has ever been thought in your head.
I don't remember what I said. Did you take a note?
I've got a list of 70 things. We'll get to them eventually.
My favorite thing in all of that was Jack Potts clapping for himself. Attaboy, he was saying, and I think he was encouraged by his own feedback. It seems like months, but it was only, was it 2 or 3 weeks since Bobby Smarts and Rip Van Winkle got married. They'd been busy, in one case being stabbed a lot, in the other case, making out with everyone. Perhaps it's time to figure out if there's any future in this marriage.
Bobby.
Rip, there you are. I came to you right away. I came to you right away. I might have done something.
Thanks for coming. I've been lonely here in the hospital. I want to get out. They say I'm going to get out. What do you mean? You got something to tell me?
Yeah, but are you bleeding?
Only mildly. That's okay.
Oh.
I'll just apply another Band-Aid. I got stabbed again.
Why do you keep
Personally,
getting...
well, I think Jack Potts has a mild case of psycho killer in him.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Psycho killer? He's mentally ill and he likes to stab people.
Ba 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 ba.
Are you okay? Are you drunk again? What's wrong?
No,
Talk to me. Kiss me.
Oh, God. You know, I thought you were attractive before, but now that you're bleeding, you're even more attractive.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't know if I want to stay bleeding all the time, but it's kind of sexy right now. What do you have to tell me? What's going on? What's going on out there? I hear there's werewolves everywhere. It's like a plague.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
And right here.
What do you
Do
mean?
you understand what I'm saying? I'm right here.
So if werewolves are everywhere and even here, that means if you're here, you're a werewolf too. Oh, buddy, I feel so bad. This could be the end, 'cause I know you're probably very hungry.
Yes, I am. For you see, werewolves are everywhere.
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 And that means they are right here.
I've got silver spoons. Stay away from me. Aha! You didn't think I had anything to protect me, did you? Stay back, Bobby, or I'll use these. I'll spoon you. You have no idea the kind of damage these can do. I could scoop out your wolf eyeballs.
Don't do it, Riff.
Ha 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 ha! Get out of here, Bobby. You go back to your own kind. But just know, me and those who aren't werewolves, we're coming after you. And guess what? Guess what, Bobby? I still love you. I'll save you, Bobby. I'll take you back. I'll get you back. Go away now. Go away.
What a powerful scene! I sense a big conflict coming to a head. Let's try a scene with 6 characters, because we've never been able to work one with 3. All the of the werewolves. So I'm talking about Flutie Scampsingus, Daisy Darling, Keaton Abbott, Bobby Smarts, Lou Costello, well, maybe he'll be there, but maybe not paying so much attention, and Jack Potts. And they're going to run this like a nice meeting. Flutie's in charge. Raise your hand until the chair acknowledges you. Yes, it's like a Zoom meeting for werewolves, the one you've always wanted to see.
All right, everyone, I would like to thank you for coming here today, because I think it can be agreed upon that we have been chasing our tails for a bit too long. Does anyone have anything to say about what they would like to do? All right, I'm starting a speakers list. Oh, thank you for joining us, Bobby. Thank you for joining us. I see your hand. Here's who I got: Keaton Abbott, and then I got Bobby Smarts. The floor is yours, Keaton. Keaton, I think those are fantastic points. I'm very glad to see. Yes, exactly, Keaton. When you scratch your ear that way, well, there's no need to get aggressive. I've loved you as long as I can remember, Keaton, and I can't believe that you would even make that gesture at me, particularly that oral one.
Oh, I forgot to turn my mic on, and I didn't realize you felt like that.
Well, actions speak louder than words after all, Keaton. But thank you for that valuable input. Bobby, do you have anything to add to that, or was it a separate point?
Well, I would also like to start by saying, Keaton, I love you, and I'm a werewolf for you, so perhaps my love is greater than yours, Flutie. I don't know. But I want to just tell you that I have come from Riff Van Winkle, and he has silver spoons. He has threatened to scoop out all our eyeballs and to take us down.
Well, the only thing that we can possibly do is to...
Oh,
I think he's frozen.
Jack, you're frozen. Jack, you might want to leave the meeting and come... Oh, no, he's back. Jack, do you want...
We missed all of that.
And that's how simple it would be.
All right, did anyone get that? Or perhaps, you know what? If you can forward that in a telegram later, we will review it and pick it up at the next werewolf meeting. Daisy, I see that you have something to say.
Well, I was just thinking, if it's just him with silver spoons, what if we all attacked him at once instead of just one at a time? Because I don't know if he could fend all of us off at once.
Keaton?
I was just thinking, if it's only him with silver spoons, then why don't we all attack him at once? Because there's no way that he could fend us all off at once.
I'm sorry, I just had an idea and I didn't really hear what you said, Keaton, but I was thinking, because he's only one person and he's got silver spoons, he's the only one. If we attacked him all at once, then what harm could he really do? What if we all attacked him at once? I'm sorry, I know as chair I'm not supposed to insert myself into the conversation like that. Jack.
Well, that's a really good idea, and I think we should do something, and do it soon, because I've just realized that if silver spoons hurt werewolves and I'm a werewolf, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth.
Oh, so back to the idea of attacking everyone all at once. Wait, I'm sorry. We've lost Lou. We've lost Lou. Has Lou left? Has anyone heard from Lou? Can someone send a telegraph to Lou to make sure Lou's okay?
I can have a look. I can
all right, if someone can. Daisy, this final point, we're going to wrap it up here because these meetings do take a lot out of everyone, particularly as the moon is waning.
Lou didn't get to say it before he went, but I can say with complete fact that Lou is no longer a werewolf.
So does this mean that he is part of the coordinated attack on Riff, or that he is not in on it. I think that is a question that we should definitely address in our next meeting.
When are we meeting next?
I thought we had agreed on regular meetings. Regular meetings. Did you not check?
I made a little doodle for everyone to fill out.
There was a
little
poll.
Man having a meeting.
And I stuck.
It's fine. I just, for the next 3 weeks, if we could meet 4 hours earlier, that would really work better for me.
Does anyone have a problem with that? I can't do 4 hours earlier for 3 weeks. Oh, Jack. Oh.
I just want to see if we can keep the meetings to just 10 minutes, because that's about my attention span.
Well, we're already running way over for this one. Oh, zoinks.
I'll be honest, I was really hoping Lou would turn up at the last second and go, okay, what are we doing? Rip Van Winkle knows 2 things. He has spoons, and he's ready to use them against werewolves. So he turns to the man he hired to be his bodyguard, Barnaby Toughbottom, to put a plan in place.
Barnaby, are you okay? Are you a werewolf?
Well, let me answer that with another question. Would a werewolf have only this good of a mustache?
No, they like to be pretty hairy and wild.
That's right, Riff, and I am a little bit offended that you would just assume that I'm a werewolf just because more than half of this entire city are werewolves.
But more than half of your body is covered in hair, too. Look.
Well, I am a little bit French on my father's side.
I see. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Look, we have to come up with a plan. These werewolves are taking over the town.
Yes, and I'm sure you didn't come here just to spoon with me.
No, I didn't. I can give you one of my spoons, but I need at least 1 spoon. Look, we need silver. We need a plan. We need to lure them in, maybe. Is that it? Maybe we lure them into a big giant hole with like a tiger trap, a Burmese tiger trap.
Yes. I think you're onto something, Riff. Is there any chance that any of the wolves know that you have these silver spoons?
Well, one does, and I'm sure she's told everyone else by now. That's Bobby.
Then I think you've just volunteered as bait.
What? Oh, very well. Very well. I'll put myself out there.
Yes, and I will be ready to defend you as bodyguard.
You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready. There's gonna be too many of them.
I'll do a few extra crunches so that I'm ready to take on 5 to 6 werewolves.
Right, and get yourself some spoons. Some big spoons.
Oh, I will.
Such evil laughing in the cause of good. Daisy Darling is leaving the werewolf meeting and goes into the cloakroom to get her glamorous fur she always wears. But who does she see? Hiding in the cloakroom, listening in on the meeting, like Jay Leno on that Johnny Carson thing. If you read that book, super interesting. It's Lou Costello. He's been eavesdropping on the meeting.
Lou? I know that smell anywhere.
Daisy.
It's Lou.
Get in here,
Yes?
quickly.
Okay.
Close the door. I don't know what to do. Daisy.
Yeah?
It's gone. I'm human again. I'm nothing. I used to run on all 4s, and now I'm a pathetic biped. This horrible omnivore. A skin bag. I used to be covered in hair. My senses were sharp. I licked my balls. And now all I do is stand and smell my fingers and think about jealousy. I was spying on you. People want the werewolves to end. Daisy, we have to beat this. We have to find a vaccine.
Do you think it's possible, Lou? Do you think with all your fantastical mathematical skills that you can make a math problem that will solve this?
You know what? No, I don't think I can do it, and I don't think we're ever gonna come up with a vaccine. To be honest, it's a dark future. But I feel like we're just gonna have to learn to live with them. Live with these werewolves among us. We'll try. We'll send all our scientists out at it, take a big swing, but we're gonna miss.
Well, if you want, we can always do fun werewolf role play from time to time. I can put my fur on you and
Yes, we'll do that. That'll be the next best thing. I mean, it won't come close. But we have to learn to live with them. And I know I'm never going to change you. I never want to. And I don't want to ever change back again, because I'm happy to be human, you know? In the end, it's better to be who you are. You don't need to change yourself. Even if you do end up looking like a sleek, hot dog, running with a beautiful tail, wagging, and a lolling tongue outside of a car. Those days are gone, Daisy. They're gone.
Lou, fur, tail, nose, whatever you have, you'll always be special to me, Lou.
Your nose will always be cold and wet for me, too. I love you, Daisy.
I love you, Lou.
Paw to
Love
paw.
you.
I'm retroactively changing the title of this week's episode. Pas de deux. Thank you. Juniper Jones has her own plan to defeat the werewolves. But what she ever succeeded at? Well, she started a theater and it was a roaring success with her friend and former colleague Geraldine Farrar, so she takes her plan to Geraldine.
Juniper!
What?
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
I am so okay. As a matter of fact, you've probably noticed all the werewolves around. I'm not one. Never have been. Think it's something genetic. Wanted to be, couldn't do it. So I decided to try and use that as like maybe something we can do to overcome this. And I thought maybe you might want to be in a show where we get all of the wolves together.
Like in a production of Chorus Line?
Yeah, but more like a show about wolves instead of, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a musical, but they're actually animals. I'm thinking that with my natural immunity, perhaps just a touch or just a kiss, something gentle, might turn it all around.
You mean you think you can cure them of their lycanthropy?
Or something, like maybe I could even just cough on them.
Maybe you just get a lot of licks and that wouldn't be so bad either.
I don't know. I'm kind of desperate to figure this out. Are you with me? I don't know what.
I'm totally with you. I feel you know what? I am both terrified, alternately terrified, and feeling really left out. I have serious FOMO right now about the werewolf situation, but I'm also very frightened of them. So I would be massively appreciative, Juniper, if this plan of yours works, and I am on board 100%.
Okay, we're going to make you the star. Keaton's already on board. I'm going to direct. I think this is going to work. I really do. Something in my bones is tingling, and it's not werewolf DNA.
We jump forward to the first rehearsal for The Wolf Show, directed by Juniper Jones. Looty Scamp Zingus and Jack Potts are rehearsing the opening number. This may go to completion, or maybe Riff Edmonton will charge in with some spoons. I can't say what's going to happen.
All right, I'm ready to go from the top again. Notes?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait, can I change into a wolf first? Can I do that in front of you, or do you want me to do that in the back?
There are rooms for changing, I thought.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to go into my change room, and then I'll just come out, and we'll be ready, all right? 10 seconds. We're ready to go.
I'm sorry, Juniper, but I did believe that we were supposed to arrive in full wolf.
Well, that's what I said, but obviously some people didn't read the paper piece that I had delivered. Oh.
Oh, can you just scratch back just behind my...
How's that? Is that
Yeah, right there. All right. Okay,
ready.
Jack.
Okay, ready?
All right.
One. Sing your lesson, say down, every little move you make. I don't know, is this working? Is it working for you?
You know what? I think you might be onto something, but can you hear that clicking and clacking? Who's tapping?
That's me. I heard this was the Wolf Chorus line rehearsal.
Oh. Come
that's
on
nice.
in.
I'm Boris.
Oh,
Hiya, Boris.
hi, Boris.
Hey, Boris. Your spot. No chorus members. They stand near the back with the other non-dancers. That's me. They hide me in the back because I'm terrible at dancing. Come on back.
Okay, coming back.
Right here, right up next to me. Just snuggle right on in, and I'm just gonna sniff. Oh, you smell a little different.
Well,
You're not a...
What?
Let me just...
I just put on a little cologne this morning after shaving my armpits.
You're not a theater dog. You're not a thief.
Great! It's me, Riff Van Winkle! Spoons! Silver spoons!
And me, Barnaby Toughbottom, with also silver implements.
And me, with the kiss of life.
It's me and Barnaby. We're gonna take you all down. Take that side, Barnaby!
Juniper, I didn't know you were a werewolf.
I'm not. I'm immune. I have natural immunity. I'm just trying to spread it around with my bodily fluids.
Well, quick, bite me, Juniper, bite me. Hopefully I have immunity.
God, I hope I don't get it. I hope I don't get it. I really, really need this job.
I hope she gets it.
I really, really need this job. How many people, many wolves? How many more do they need? And I thought I could do that. That's right, I could do that.
Flutie begins to transform.
And everything is beautiful when you are a human.
And that'll do it for this week's thrilling episode of DieNasty. The spooning seems to be working. The chorus line references are just flying out of Shannon Blanchett's brain. Tune in to our next episode to find out how the showdown resolves. Where's Steven? Where's the guy who's responsible for all this, for crying out loud? Special thanks to the cast of DieNasty. Our scribe, Mr. Jim Say, our photographer, Jana Ho, our producer, the mighty Nicole Tino, on sound effects, Brad Fisher, plus 3 arms, plus or minus 2, so he's sometimes 2 arms, he's sometimes 5. Musical direction and overall awesome organization by the amazing Paul Morgan. And your director, Peter Brown. Dance 10, looks 3. See you next time.